Welcome to this week's episode of Black and
Oh,
Tan
hold on,
Productions.
hold on. That's not how we're doing this. We're doing this. Episode 13. Get into it, guys. Lucky number 13.
Oh, gracious. This dude here. What's up, everybody? This is the brown
Lucky
people,
Dan.
brown people talking about video games again.
Well, come on. Come on. I'm less likely to get held over by a police officer. I am more likely to get held over at the customs line at the airport, but driving, I'm good.
Yeah, the cop looking at me crazy today. Well, luckily Sarah was driving. He was staring me down. I was like, oh, here we go. But yeah, it's awesome. Until it's not.
I bet that cop's looking at you like, I hope that guy doesn't think I'm racist. He's a very self-conscious cop. But let's talk games. Let's start with our usual. What are you playing right now, man?
Right now, I finished Arkham Knight, so I'm playing Pillars of Eternity on PC.
Hold up. So since the last time you finished Arkham Knight, thoughts? You got 100%?
No, that Joker, that Riddler crap got on my nerves. So here's what I did. I was like, this is starting to feel like work. The game was fun, except for two things. The stupid Riddler things to get 100%. And I traded the game back because I knew I wouldn't play it again because I had no desire to play the Bat Tank boss missions again. None. So I was like, I'm done with this. I won't play it anymore. So after I beat it, I went to YouTube and watched the 100% thing. I was going to try to do it, but I wasn't having fun doing all the stuff.
It's not that different. I watched all the different endings.
Yeah, it wasn't that different. I saw that also.
But I thought the ending was pretty rad.
So I finished it, and now I'm playing The Swindle, and
Whistle.
Huh?
Well,
Pillars of Eternity. And for right now, that's intermittently Monster Hunter and Last of Us. But multiplayer games, I play those just kind of whatever all the time.
I got you. I really haven't been playing anything after so many hours put into Batman. I kind of needed a detox per se from video games. I did lightly play Watch Dogs. I just played the main missions, beat that, and then returned it. But that's about it. I was thinking about replaying all the Uncharted games again because they're just that good.
You played the latest Tomb Raider, right?
Well, the last one from
Right.
2 years ago.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about buying the definitive edition for the newer consoles with the HD upgrade.
It's just prettier, man. I mean, if you've already
But the game's good enough where I was like, I would play it again.
Did you ever play Sleeping Dogs?
Yes. The Chinese Grand Theft Auto one.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah. Or was it the Yakuza? I can't remember now. Was it Chinese or Japanese?
It was definitely China.
Okay. Hong Kong, that's right. It was Hong Kong. Yeah, I did play that. It was good. All right, let's get back to what did you want to talk about?
Well, okay, so there's a lot of interesting developments coming out from like the indie game standpoint. So it's like when I was bringing up, Galak-Z and The Swindle, and let me see, Shadowrun. I think it's Hong Kong, the one that's coming out in August. Wasteland 2 Director's Cut. Hopefully, Hyper Light Drifter will release at the end of the year. Trying to think if I've missed something. The Mandate should come out the beginning of 2016. Now, what's cool about the Mandate is it's
not taking a man on a date?
Not exactly.
I'm going on a mandate to Mission Impossible next week.
It seems like the mandate seems like Mass Effect, except you have, you make your spaceship, you have your crew, except you still got the RPG aspects, but you can board ships and, have your, do different things while you're boarding ships. Like the independent game community is doing a lot of stuff right now. Satellite Reign, REIGN, is another game that's out on Steam right now. Another science fiction RPG that's really good, or that seems really good. There's a lot of stuff out there. Let's see. But so from what's happening in gaming, right now it's all indie. All the stuff I can think of. Because from a AAA standpoint, this fall has nothing. Xbox One, not much. PS4, not much either. Yeah, not much. Not much this episode. Indie stuff. Finished Arkham Knight. Still pissed off about that. That game is great, but the replay value would be so much more if it wasn't for Bat Tank. If it wasn't for Bat Tank and y'all making that a major part of the game, and then your season pass is proven.
Yeah, I loved the Bat Tank sessions.
The Bat Tank stuff would have been cool had it been optional, had it been something extra you could do, challenge maps and things like that. But I didn't like it as boss fights. And then the thing with the little DLC quest line with Batgirl, that lasted like an hour. $6.99 for an hour. Now they're releasing skins and racetracks, and nobody cares about that. Give us a large expansion like The Witcher's doing. I'll be playing that again.
Speaking of Arkham Knight, so here's a few observations I took from that game. So anyone who's played it has done even like 10% of Riddler's stuff. That motherfucker is the most resourceful guy ever. He had access to come in anywhere and just place his little Riddler quests and secrets. I mean, he even got into some of the most exclusively hidden areas that were not supposed to exist. So there's that continuity problem. And but I did like a lot of the Riddler stuff was excessive, but
267 or something. That was beyond.
But it took me pretty quick to get all of them.
No, I looked at them like I'd finished all the rest of the game, and all I had left were the Riddler trophies. I looked around, I started doing them. I was like, no, I don't have enough patience for this. No, there's no way the 100% should be locked behind stupid Riddler crap paywall. Unless you only had like 10. If you only had to find like 10, that'd have been all right. 267, bump that. It might not have been 267, but it was 2 something.
Well, you're fine with 98%, Lloyd. I'm fine with 100%.
Get off these nuts.
All right, so people our age are starting to have kids, and this hypothetical question came up. When your kid is old enough to play video games, do I show them what gaming world I came from? Because I think it's cool. So do I start from like Nintendo on? Because where does it stop? Where does the kid go? This game's retarded, Dad.
You know what? I'd start them off on whatever technology is.
But we'll talk about that.
Oh, okay.
But so we're pretty much going to talk about how nostalgia will affect what we feed our kids in the video game world.
And I'll be deep into Swindle and Galak-Z. And
it just sounds like something. I'll be deep in the Swindle, man.
I'll be deep into those two, so I'll be able to give you thoughts.
All right. I guess send me the invite for Last of Us.
All right.
That biatch.
All right, man.
All right, holla.
Later.